In The Good Life, Lessons from the World's Longest Scientific Study of Happiness, author Robert Waldinger explores the nature of happiness through the lens of the longest-running study on human well-being, which has been ongoing for over 80 years. Waldinger, the current director of the study, seeks to uncover what factors contribute to a fulfilling life, drawing on decades of data to shed light on the key elements that make life meaningful. The study began in 1938 with a group of 724 men and has since evolved to include their families, making it one of the most comprehensive long-term studies of its kind. The book begins by emphasizing the idea that most people pursue happiness, often equating it with success, wealth, or pleasure. However, through years of research and observation, the study's findings challenge this conventional wisdom. Waldinger argues that the key to happiness is not rooted in material wealth or professional accomplishments but in the quality of our relationships. This insight, he suggests, is a universal truth that applies across cultures and individual life paths, and it has emerged as the central takeaway from decades of research. Waldinger carefully examines the lives of the men involved in the study, noting the stark differences in their outcomes based on their relationships. The men who enjoyed the best health and happiness were those who had strong, supportive relationships with family, friends, and spouses. These individuals were more likely to live longer, experience fewer health issues, and report greater satisfaction with their lives. The key here was not just the number of relationships, but their depth and quality, the sense of being loved, cared for, and connected. One of the most striking findings of the study is that loneliness is detrimental to our health, often as much as smoking or obesity. The book highlights how chronic loneliness, even in the midst of a busy or seemingly successful life, can have devastating consequences on mental and physical well-being. Waldinger suggests that in our increasingly digital and fast-paced world, the risk of social isolation is rising, making the cultivation of deep and meaningful connections more urgent than ever. The author delves into the science behind these findings, exploring how strong relationships protect us from the negative effects of stress and contribute to resilience. Secure, loving relationships lower the impact of stress hormones and promote better emotional regulation, which in turn helps individuals cope with the inevitable challenges of life. Waldinger also discusses the concept of social fitness, likening our relationships to muscles that require regular exercise and attention. Just as we work to stay physically fit, we must also invest time and energy into maintaining our emotional and social well-being. While Waldinger focuses largely on relationships, he also acknowledges other factors that contribute to a good life. He highlights the importance of having a sense of purpose, which can stem from work, hobbies, or community involvement. People who are able to find meaning in their daily activities, beyond the pursuit of pleasure or success, tend to report higher levels of happiness and fulfillment. Waldinger explains that this sense of purpose is deeply intertwined with relationships, as having meaningful connections often provides the context in which people can engage in purposeful, fulfilling activities. Another key takeaway from the book is the importance of self-compassion. Waldinger discusses how individuals who are kind to themselves, who accept their flaws and imperfections, are better equipped to build healthy relationships and maintain a positive outlook on life. This self-acceptance, he argues, is crucial for both mental health and personal growth, as it allows individuals to be more open to others and to develop more authentic connections. Waldinger also explores how the nature of relationships changes over time. He emphasizes the idea that relationships require effort and adaptation, especially as people grow older and their circumstances shift. The study found that couples who are able to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life with a sense of mutual respect and emotional support are far more likely to experience lasting happiness. In contrast, couples who fail to communicate openly or support each other through difficult times are more likely to experience dissatisfaction and emotional distress. In examining the impact of wealth and material success, Waldinger notes that while money can certainly make life easier, it does not guarantee happiness. In fact, the pursuit of wealth for its own sake can detract from the quality of relationships, as individuals may sacrifice time with loved ones in favor of career advancement or financial gain. The book encourages readers to reconsider their priorities, suggesting that true wealth lies not in possessions, but in the richness of human connections. The study also reveals the importance of having a community, a broader network of social connections beyond immediate family and friends. Waldinger discusses how people who are engaged in their communities, who have a sense of belonging and purpose within a larger social fabric, tend to experience better mental health and well-being. This sense of community can provide individuals with emotional support, opportunities for personal growth, and a sense of accountability. Throughout the book, Waldinger emphasizes the importance of vulnerability and emotional openness. He suggests that the willingness to be vulnerable, whether in romantic relationships, friendships, or even family dynamics, is a crucial element in fostering deep, trusting connections. Vulnerability allows individuals to show their true selves, fostering empathy and understanding, which are essential for building lasting relationships. Waldinger also acknowledges the challenges of maintaining relationships, particularly in the face of life's inevitable changes and hardships. He notes that relationships are not always easy, and that conflict, misunderstandings, and differences in values are common. However, the study shows that couples and friends who are willing to work through these difficulties, to listen and compromise, are far more likely to experience lasting happiness and satisfaction. As the book progresses, Waldinger reflects on the broader implications of the study's findings. He suggests that our society's emphasis on individualism and personal success may be contributing to a rise in loneliness and disconnection. The pursuit of personal achievement at the expense of relationships, he argues, is a major source of stress and dissatisfaction in modern life. He calls for a cultural shift towards prioritizing human connection and communal well-being over material success and individual accolades. In the final chapters, Waldinger offers practical advice for cultivating a good life, based on the lessons learned from the study. He encourages readers to invest in their relationships, to prioritize time with loved ones, and to practice self-compassion. He also stresses the importance of staying socially engaged, of finding meaningful work or activities that provide a sense of purpose, and of being open to vulnerability and emotional connection. Ultimately, The Good Life presents a compelling argument that happiness and fulfillment are not found in wealth, fame, or success, but in the richness of our relationships. Through a blend of scientific research and personal anecdotes, Waldinger provides readers with valuable insights into how to live a life that is truly meaningful. By fostering deep, supportive relationships, cultivating a sense of purpose, and embracing vulnerability, we can all create the foundation for a good life, one that is defined not by what we achieve, but by the love and connection we share with others.